Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Hawaii with 152 rating versus Yuchi, Hungary with 466 ratings. So it's going to be another new format DB match, and with that being said, let's hop right in. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see Hawaii win their rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then they're going to go ahead and go first, 42 versus 40. Opening hands, we have Heavy Forward, Ash, Trencher, Disc Coliseum, and Hurricane. They have Upstart, Imperm, Veiler, Ray, and Widow Anchor. So we're going to see Sky Striker versus Earth Machine. Now, this deck definitely got a boost with the King. You know, the Therion cards coming out. Definitely a pretty good boost for the deck. It seems like, I haven't tried it out, but it's an Earth Machine that has a negate with it. So it's probably pretty good. And then this deck can also play the Therion cards. I haven't seen anyone actually do it yet, but, you know, these are machines engraved like the extra guys, so you could target those. They're going to activate Heavy Forward, and then go search Harvester, and then activate the Disc Coliseum. So Disc Coliseum goes search, grab out King, and then normal summon Harvester, and they're going to activate Harvester 1, Hurricane 2, Veiler 3. So then this one, go ahead and get its search. Then link off, go for Goliath. Trencher effect, tribute, special summon, and then link off into Goliath. King effect, go ahead and they're going to target the Goliath in the graveyard, special summon out the King, and equip the Goliath. And then Trencher, banish, summon Harvester, and then they're going to activate the Harvester effect, target King, to go ahead and they're going to make this level 10. Which is, yeah, because then you can overlay with those to make the level 10. Okay, that makes sense. Heavy Forward effect to equip. And then pass turn. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's all there was to do. I don't know, maybe I'm not the most experienced with this deck, like I said, but maybe there was like a Link 2 play you could make. Like, you know, instead of making this guy, like, make the Link to Ancient Gear, you go search box, you reveal it, you get to go search, you get special, go special from deck. I feel like that's what the deck is like always trying to do. And if they had the play there, why not go for it? Right? I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty good, but maybe it just wouldn't work there for some reason. You go ahead, try to like draw two. They are playing. Okay, good. So now we get to see the deck. That's perfect. Especially with like Yuchi, because like they've been playing this deck forever, so they're pretty good with this deck. They're gonna activate Upstart, draw. Oh my gosh, Upstart drawing the Desires. Not like this. Imperm, target King, chain to go ahead and make it so that way King is unaffected by other card effects, which is fine because they got rid of this because this had a pop underneath of it. So that was something that they could have, you know, ended up using later on as an interruption, but forcing that out now. Activate Desires, go banish, chain Ash Blossom. We see Hornet, Rose, Mystic Mine, Engage, Afterburners, all of those banished here. And now normal summon Ray, battle phase, attack Goliath. Disc Coliseum is going to send King to protect from the battle. And now, yeah, they're just going to go main phase 2, link off, decides not to use Ray effect, because if they do, they could King negate, and then they have to Widow Anchor, but they can't Widow Anchor because it's unaffected. Well, I mean, you could, but you wouldn't want to. So, effect, target, and then go for Shiz. King effect, so target kinda, and they're going to let this go, so they're not going to King negate the King. Go ahead, equip that, set Widow Anchor, end phase, Shiz effect to go search. They also let that go through. Just going to go grab Widow Anchor. And then pass turn. Draws the Anchor Drill. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen this card actually being like drawn in this deck. They're going to go ahead and normal summon it. It's not going to do anything there. And then link off, go for the Cleave Genius. Effect, target my Goliath, and then your King. So go ahead, this will negate this and this. If you read over it, says, this link summon card is unaffected by spells spell, trap effects, and the activated effects of other link monsters. Once per turn, you can target one face-up card on each player's field except this card. Both of those cards will have their effects negated until the end of turn. And then the other effect probably won't come up. If it somehow does, then I'll bring that up. They're going to activate the effect target itself. Okay, and then effect to pop. So go ahead, pop the Widow Anchor. Now switching to attack, but they have to remember it can't attack. So it can't attack, it's unaffected this turn, it's applied already, but it stops applying while it's unaffected. It's the same as Called By and a Dimension Shifter. Called By is very different. Applied effects can't be negated. You're trying to prevent an effect that's already activated. It's the same as if I Veilered your monster, you chain Called By and I chain a second Veiler. I mean, Yuchi's definitely right here. They're just waiting. Okay, and then they're gonna go ahead and Genius attack over Shiz because, I mean, they have 3 spells engraved. This says it's only unaffected by the activated effects of other link monsters. This effect to make monsters lose attack does not activate. It's just always there. So this should actually have crashed. Said no damage. Yeah. Okay. So they're realizing that it's supposed to crash, and they're using Disc Coliseum to protect this. Right, you would be able to do that because this says unaffected by spells, traps, effects. Yeah. Okay, so this should be able to protect it there. They're gonna go ahead and dump, and then they can activate. Let's see, they can use the other effect and Ray effect. So that'll make it so that way Ray can get summoned out, but also so that way Disc Coliseum can go ahead and add back King. Now they're gonna King, attack Ray, just let it get beat over. Pass turn. Oh, draws Ray there. Normal summon Ray, turn that into Hayate, and then go battle phase, attack the Genius, that's gonna get beat over. Once again, could use Disc Coliseum to add back King, which I feel like you may as well. Yeah, and then they're gonna go ahead and King to negate that, freeing up the main monster zone too. And then Hayate effect, yeah, because this definitely, once per turn, you can send one monster. Okay, yeah. This effect definitely activates to add back. The effect to protect does not activate, but this effect does. Just wanted to read over, make sure. They're gonna go ahead, dump multi-roll, turn Hayate into Kagari, and then Kagari effect, try to add back multi-roll, King effect, negate. Said misclick, and then they're gonna make Shiz, set Widow Anchor, end phase, Shiz effect, grab Shark Cannon. Now activate Shark Cannon, summon back out the King, and then pass turn, draws Gozen match. Ooh, yeah, this deck can play Gozen and Warlords. Both of those cards are pretty good because all they do is, Earth Machine cards. Go battle phase, and then they're going to attack King. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spells engrave. That's 27. So they're just gonna let this go, and then effect to try to add back, effect to negate. Oh, I mean, why not use the effect on itself to try to beat over? I guess if you use the effect on itself, they King negate. No, they don't. I'm not 100% sure why that was done there. They could King negate, so that way if you beat over Shiz, they bring out Ray and then they contribute. No, it just doesn't sound that great, but set goes in pass, draws Ash Blossom, and then they're going to activate Widow Anchor, target King, and then in response, effect to negate that. And they are going to now flip Gozen. And then battle phase, attack, pass turn, draw Warlords. I mean, in response to Widow Anchor, I feel like you just let it go. Like, or you activate Widow Anchor, Chainlink 1, goes in Chainlink 2. If they Widow Anchor, take this, it'll get sent to the graveyard. But you also just put them on Know That ruling, because a lot of people don't know Goes in Warlord, TC Boo ruling, stuff like that. People just don't understand any of that stuff ever, because some of it gets confusing and can get changed. But yeah, that you just gotta put them on Know The ruling. I mean, they definitely know it, but I would say the average Sky Striker player would not know that. So they're really getting beat down by Shiz here. And the urgent schedule doesn't do anything, gets hit with Ash. So even though they have these floodgates, it's still just going to simply lose to Shiz. They need a monster. Like, any monster would be pretty big. I mean, even that's not bad, because you can set it. Now you're not losing. This can beat over it, but this Coliseum will then add back. They're going to activate Terraforming. Go grab this Coliseum. Activate that now. Oh, so their deck plays Mystic Mine, Area 0, and Disc Coliseums. Fair enough. A lot of field spells. Go search out King. Pass. Draw goes and doesn't even beat over the set because they know that they're going to get to add back. And then set goes and pass. Draw Droplet. Battle phase beating over. Decides to do that now because it's your Droplet. Is that why? Is it because they're going to end up hitting them with like an imperm play, and then they can keep playing, so they shut off the floodgate? Draw Super Express Bullet Train, and then King effect. So go ahead, equip Goliath, special summon that out, and then Bullet Train, special summon. Then go into battle phase, King, attack Shiz, and then damage step, activate Droplet to half that. Now they can use, Disc Coliseum effect, add back. They're also going to use Disc Coliseum effect, add back. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how good this card gets, like, in the grind game like this. Pass, trust the King. Now they got 3 Kings in hand. Oh man, imperm, target the Super Express Bullet Train, and then on the resolution, they're going to activate another Goes in match. It's pretty good. So battle phase, they're going to go ahead and attack and activate Warlords on the attack. And then main phase 2, they're just going to special summon out King by equipping Kaina. Sorry, I meant to say think, but never mind. Was gonna add back when they crashed off of that. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Add back when they Shiz crash. You just get a free monster to hand. Yeah, that makes sense. But didn't happen. Probably won't change much, but it might. Draws Overdrive. This is a pretty cool trap. You get to go ahead and summon from deck, and you get to end up drawing one next turn too. King effect, in response, they're going to chain their King effect. Battle phase, this has to send 2 to the graveyard to attack, so they're going to send those. And then they're going to go ahead and use the effect to protect. Said, wow, I need to read little. Okay, they're going to set, pass, draw Droplet. And then activate King effect, special summon out. And then battle phase, they're going to attack. And then this is gaining 700, by the way, because it has the Therion equipped. So it has 35. They're going to activate Overdrive target, and then they're going to chain the negate. Where was that from? Hand or field. Equipped from grave. Has to be a monster in the coast spell on field, and it's a monster card. It actually can do that, which doesn't make sense, but at the same time, it kind of, because like if you read this, right, it says, and if you do equip that monster to this card, and then it says when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can send 1 Therion monster card from your hand or face spell on the field to the graveyard to negate it. And I don't know why, but you can still send from the spell and trap zone, even though, like, they're treated as spells down here. I don't know. So That's going to go ahead and negate it, and then damage, activate droplet to half, and then that's game. Wow. That was, I actually want to see how long of a game 1-1 is. That was a, well, it ended up being like a 48-minute game after like the judge calls and stuff. But going on to the next game now, we're going to see Earth Machine go first. Opening hands, we have Gozen, Twin, Ash, Gozen, King. Oh, nice. They don't do anything. They do have Floodgate. They have Cosmic, Harpies, Area 0, Ash Widow. At least they don't have a way to Ray yet. Set, pass, draw Shark Cannon. Activate Gozen during the standby phase. Otherwise, if the opponent just goes normal summon Ray, you flip Gozen, they chain attack out, and they get something out of it. So they're going to go ahead, Harpies, hit the back row. Set Shark Cannon, Area 0 effect on Shark Cannon. And I think that means reading right there. They're going to Ash the Area 0. Okay, so they're hoping the opponent has 0 interruptions and they top deck a starter. Okay, they top decked a starter, but the opponent definitely has interruptions. Summon Gear Frame effect, chain Widow Anchor. And then battle phase, attack for 18, pass, draws Ray. Yup, normal summon Ray, Area 0 on Ray, and then chain Ray. So bring out Hayate, look at the top 3, gets multi-roll off of that. Yeah, Sky Striker is just so far ahead at this point. It's not like impossible for Earth Machine to win this, but it's not looking good at all. Kagari effect, add back Afterburner, especially with the interruptions being like set and in hand. And then go for Shiz, Afterburners, pop Gear Frame, end phase, multi-roll effect. Multi-roll is going to go ahead and set the Widow Anchor. And then Shiz goes search, grab engage. Pass turn, draw Ruin Force. And now activate King effect, target Gear Frame. So special summon out and equip. Now cool thing about Gear Frame is you can just activate the effect of it to unequip. So you get a free body out of activating King. And then they're going to attack the Shiz. On that attack, Shark Cannon, banish Ash. So that way they're going to crash because 3 spells engrave. And then Ray effect. So summon out Ray. And then attack Ray effect. They're going to chain to stop that, which is completely fine because, you know, you don't really have anything. They have engaged. They have multi-roll, target Area 0 if they want. Also draws Rhoda, so they had a lot of ways to get to a weight array. Activate, go search. And then engage, go grab Widow Anchor. And then draw Shark Cannon off of that. Multi-roll effect, get rid of Area 0. And then Area 0 effect, Chainlink 1. Shark Cannon, Chainlink 2. Special summon back out the King. Area 0, summon out Rose. And now we have the Rose and Kagari in graveyard. Or Rose and Ray in graveyard, I should say. And then go for Kagari. Kagari effect, add back engage. Battle phase, attack. How did Rose get summoned? Yeah, Area 0. King can't attack because of Shark Cannon. But Kagari will do the poke and then summon Shiz. Now set Widow Anchor, end phase, multi-roll, set Shark Cannon, and then Shiz effect, go search Widow Anchor. And then pass turn, draws MST, and they just go ahead and admit defeat and leave. No GGs or anything. Seeing how long the match was, we can see that it was about 55 minutes long. Pretty good grind game 1. Yeah, the Earth Machine deck definitely got better with the Therion King coming out. Helps them out a good amount. Sky Striker looks like they're helped out a little bit with it. I mean, it's not like the biggest thing, but it's kind of cool how you can put up a negate that can get rid of itself. Kind of like how we were putting up a pop with DPE that had got rid of itself. So it's cool that the deck has another thing like that. And then other people playing this card, this deck, you know, Shark Cannon just abuses other people's monsters. Like, oh, it was so good. This deck used to be able to take, like, Pinkertops very easily, too. Like, Pinkertops in the Sky Striker mirror match was a little bit awkward sometimes. Just because Shark Cannon at any point could then take Shark Cannon, or it's like Shark Cannon and go take Pinkertops to pop something. So you could always get a free pop with Shark Cannon. But or like taking scythe with this. Woo. But with all that being said, I will be back to like my regular upload schedule very soon. But then I'm going to be honest, the YCS is this weekend. It's probably going to be messed up again. Or when I say probably, it will be messed up again. I want to try to get 2 uploads a day while I'm at the YCS. So that means like the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, the Monday. I want at least 2 uploads on each of those days. So I have to get like 8 videos ready in advance. Or get like 5 ready in advance. And then just get a lot of deck profiles. My buddy said they'd be down to help out with that, so I'm definitely gonna get more. I'm literally just gonna stand probably by like the VIP section and then be like, the second the match is done, yo, I know you just lost, and I know you don't even have your prizes yet, but let's do deck profile. So but with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.